Paralyzed.
Lie, serious IT, Microsoft.
Train services and airports were badly affected, with
Failure.
thousands of flights
Computer system.
grounded all over the globe, from the
UK 24.
to Asia and the US. This flight radar data shows US skies emptying out as the outage took hold.
Blimey.
Delays and cancellations are expected to persist for several days.
Wow.
Here, medicine deliveries to pharmacies were disrupted, and GPs in England had problems accessing patient records. Ambulance services across the country have reported a surge in demand as a result.
But if you have an urgent problem, you should contact your own GP surgery, either in person or by telephone. And if that's not possible and you're worried, then you are to go online and have a look at messaging from 111 or call 111.
It even affected software used by broadcasters.
Oh my
knocking
God.
Some TV channels off air.
Jesus Louise,
Restaurants
Australia.
and shops were also left unable to process payments.
We've had a look with the card machine, the cards are not going through. There's no signal.
My card went through alright last night at Waitrose.
The cause? A single update from this US antivirus company.
Really?
You may not have heard of CrowdStrike before, but it has nearly 24,000 business customers around
This
the
is serious
world.
hot stuff, guys.
Many of the huge organizations like airlines and banks.
Whoa. Can't see the effect on television today, this citizen thing, guys. Satellites in space must be having problems. This is dangerous, guys. We're vulnerable to technology problems. We rely on technology too much. We just go back to the old-fashioned way of cash. Stone Age stuff.
Cyber attack. So
It's
you
ludicrous.
don't need to change any passwords. It only affected machines running Microsoft, but every single one will need a manual reboot in
Just shows how vulnerable we are to things going wrong, guys.
Microsoft says some people have to do this as many as 15 times. We've been long encouraged to keep our devices' software up to date, but there are now tough questions of how one faulty update could have brought so much chaos.
I think we might want to go back to the Stone Age.
This report from outside CrowdStrike.
What's your opinion? Let me know in the box below.
A lot of visible activity here at the headquarters.
Do a comment behind.
CrowdStrike, based in Austin, Texas. You can only imagine, though, what is going on inside. Before today, CrowdStrike had built a pretty strong reputation in a relatively short space of time for providing top IT security solutions. It's operating in more than 100 countries worldwide. It's relied upon by so many different types of businesses. And
scary.
IT security, what CrowdStrike also does is investigate hacks and do some detective work on the hackers that are behind major cyber attacks. Now, the chief executive officer of the company has said he's deeply sorry. He has been speaking.
So he's affecting television still now. This is serious, guys.
Why the product happened in what was supposed to be a
Glitches, guys.
update. The answer to that still isn't clear, but some experts have
We're living in a technology world where things can go wrong badly.
Weaknesses slipping through. So from now on, CrowdStrike are going to clearly face some credibility problems. Their stock price has already fallen, and there are growing questions about why so many different businesses and public services are reliant upon one company behind it all. And
If you like someone firing an EMP at you, everything goes down.
When flaws cause major disruption.
Scary.
Frightening. We're
We're relying on technology. We really got to be careful we don't get too hooked on it.
some of the first indications of the
That's why I put my card in the machine still. I put the pin in.
Tell us how.
That's why I use cash still at times.
That's right. Well, the outage started.
This should be a warning to you all. This is to you out there, my friend James Fields, and other people out there that love technology.
People heading off for the weekend. It's also the end of the
We can't get complacent with technology. So you just remember that times it's good to keep the old stuff going.
People abandoning their weekend shops because there was no way of paying. But Sydney Airport has said that things are back to normal. There will be knock-on effects. At the supermarket this morning, there were some blue screens of death still there, but people were operating and being able to do their shop. So things have come back to normal after what was quite a chaotic Friday afternoon.
It's Katie Watson reporting for us from Sydney.
Let's hear now from our technology editor, Zoe Kleiman. Zoe, good morning to you. We've learned a lot, haven't we, about how these systems work and how they affect us?
We have learnt a lot.
We rely on technology too much. Computers doing our jobs now.
About the fragility
making our clothes.
Lives. You know, we're encouraged to use digital ways of paying.
Aye.
To go online to buy stuff, to make appointments, to run our lives. And yet what we see in situations like this is that when there's one problem and a huge amount of the world is dependent on one company, in this case,
I'll pick my medication up right today.
Devices, which are used by millions everywhere, then we find that you know that everything goes down, and we're very reliant on something that we can't actually see. I saw an expert yesterday advising people to be patient, and I thought, my goodness, patience is the last thing that people probably have right now. But he was absolutely right, because the thing is, you're essentially using a service that you access remotely. You've got zero control over it, and if there's a problem at the end of that company, then all you can really do is sit and wait for them to resolve it, and that is a very frustrating experience.
Certainly is for so many. Zoe, thanks so much. Zoe Kleiman there, our technology editor. It is 8.
Alright, like this video, please subscribe to my channel, Carnage. Before be with you always, my friend Sparky and Jim every Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. ITF things Surrey Hill radio station. This is my friend, you name it. Shane live with Cinderloo every Friday, 10 to 12 p.m. on Surrey Hill's radio station every Friday, 10 to 12 p.m. And this is my friend John Larshay every Sunday at 9 to 12 and live on the Waking Radio Larshay every Sunday. We can't get to a place in technology. We have to think about, you know, keeping old stuff going, and it might be frustrating for me today if I'm going to pick my medication up, but it should be in boots today. But you know, technology wise, we're vulnerable, guys, and we suffer if we're in pain, and we could be panicking. But we have to try and stay positive and try bear with the pain, bear with life in life. We just can't panic, or we just got to stay calm. But we shouldn't get too cocky with technology. Try and remember your old school stuff you learned in school, if you got it still, and try and keep that going, because we can't get too reliant on technology on our mobile phones all the time. Life doesn't evolve around your phone. Life evolves around friendship and, you name it, old school stuff, and you name it, old maps and stuff. That's how I learned, used the old maps before we have phone maps. Just try and keep it going and try and learn from that old technology, because computers and phones are not always going to be around in the future. We just can't get too cocky with it, technology wise. That's my opinion. I hope that's really able to discuss on science. Yes, my opinion.